So, good morning everyone. Episode 5 or 6 coming your way, and this weekend we are at 14 weeks out. So today you will get to see what I actually eat on my 14 weeks out mark. The sleep was poor last night, really poor. For some reason just couldn't sleep, but it is what it is. We'll just have to crack on regardless and get moving forward. So today we're going to show you my morning walk. I've got a backpack on, I've got 5 kilo inside it. Reason being why? So the reason why most people have to drive the steps up, drive the cardio even higher, is as you drop body weight, as you drop body fat, you actually get fitter, and obviously you weigh much less, so the calories you expend doing your cardio, doing your walking, is going to be far less. This is why you have to drive your steps up higher. So for me, it's a bit of a trick to kind of mitigate that. I like to put a 5 kilo backpack on at a certain point. So I'm pretty much from the heaviest, I'm like 7 kilo down now, so 5 kilo backpack from my morning walk, which is 4,000 steps, which pretty much makes up half of my daily steps anyway. And that kind of keeps my calories burnt at a nice level, so I'm not going to have to keep driving my steps up higher and higher and still get the same response. So only makes sense. Hello, so meal 1 going down. We've got 3 whole eggs, and then we have 100 grams of cream of rice. No, isn't it? 100 grams of cream of rice, 100 grams of fruit, and we have 30 grams of JP ISO cinnamon whey. So that is meal 1 going down. It used to be a lot bigger, but now it's kind of slimming down. So yeah, still quite enjoyable. It's probably one of my favourite meals. That meal hasn't actually changed for about 5 years, so that's been the breakfast on the menu for a long time. But it's nice, so keep getting it in. Good to rest a couple of days. So, bit of a change of plan after this morning's walk. I actually woke up a little bit heavier and a little bit bloated as well. And for me, that's just for your reference, guys, as again, just so you can learn. In past, I would push through it, and I'd probably go in the gym and have a terrible session. For me, when you recognise the signs of being smashed, the last couple of nights, my sleep hasn't been great. So for me, that's always the first real sign of being smashed. So for me, after today, after really looking at my pictures and looking at my body weight pattern as well, and my sleep pattern, definitely feel like I could do with probably 2 to 3 days off, just to get myself back on top. I think definitely something that has paid off so much in the off season, and it will pay off in prep as well. So I'm going to reassess day by day, but today you're pretty much going to get to see a day in life of my rest day food, and the next video I will actually do training day food, training day bits. So today you'll actually get to see one of my check-in days, which is Wednesday. It's not a massively busy day for me, but it's still every day is quite busy. So you will get to see a little bit of what we do on rest day. Meg will probably take you shopping so you can see what she gets, etc. And what I do with my steps, etc. So I'll basically take you through like a day in life of what I do in prep. There's very little difference of what I do in prep versus off season, as you'll have probably seen in previous videos. But the main signs that I want to share with you guys when you kind of reach signs of overeating is when your appetite dips, when your digestion starts to suffer, when you start getting bloated, when your weight kind of spikes up, and when your sleep starts suffering as well. Performance has been flying, but my performance always does really, as I can really, fight through it anyway. But for me, the biggest real thing is, the way I feel, recognising it. So I think taking today, tomorrow, possibly 3 days off, depending on how I feel, is definitely going to be beneficial. It's going to allow me to actually push forward, because if I go in the gym today and train, it's actually going to pull it back and again make me more fatigued. So it will be counterproductive. It's something for me that's extremely hard to accept and extremely hard to do and implement. But if I'm totally honest with you, that is the biggest mistake I used to make in the past. And like I always say, learning from my mistakes. And that's the mistake I'm not willing to actually make again, because last year it actually cost me a lot of muscle. this year, you know, I'm at 250 at the moment. I'm weighing 250, and my condition's better than it was at like 240, 235 last year. So just a bit of context, guys. But yeah, happy days. I'm gonna finish my meal off now, crack on with some work, blast some workout, do another little walk, which will take my steps pretty much almost complete, and then I'll try and get on top of my work so I can actually get a nap as well. So meal 2 going down. We have 250 grams of steak and 250 this portion, isn't it? Yeah, 250. And then we have 300 grams of potato. So carbs are a little bit lower now, on the rest is especially, but it's most certainly welcomed after such a long off season. So this is actually a fillet steak that we do get from local butcher up the road, as mostly we do prefer fillet, as we do get a hamper from NutriFast, but we have that much steak that, you know, we do have a mixture of both the fillet and the sirloin that we get from NutriFast. So this is meal 2 now, going down at 11:30, and then we will show you the rest of the day and what else we get up to. Feet down at the knees bit bar, feet turned out slightly again with the hip dominant squat. That stance was perfect. We'll just need to adjust the foot stance a little bit more in line with the Smith, please. So this is pretty much how most of my day looks. Reviewing clips, form clips. Each and every single one of my clients does get the form clips reviewed. I do check-ins Monday to Friday, just so that I don't, some people work it where they like do a big crazy day. I don't really like that, because with me, I don't just do check-ins, it's a lot of form clips. So as you can imagine, it's a lot of work day in, day out. So for me, I like to space it across my whole week. So it's pretty much like I'm working in the office the whole week, which is not bad, you know, because, you know, I could be doing worse jobs. At the end of the day, you know, this is what I love and this is what I like. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't be doing this. I would be doing something else. I don't need to coach. You know, I've got a very successful business with business partners. You know, I do this because it is my passion. I could never do something I don't like. This is why I've never really done anything I don't like, unless it was a means to an end with certain jobs. But again, you know, as soon as I was able to get past it, they never ever lasted long, because I knew, you know, it's not what I really wanted to do. So all day pretty much, you know, I spent a day probably just doing check-in and form clips till about 2 p.m. from pretty much time awake, depending on how productive I am. And then obviously I get a chance to either listen to a podcast in the morning, whichever morning, every single morning I do get a chance to do that. And then I've actually started John Jewett's course, J3 University, which will be pretty cool. I'm probably gonna start that next week. I'm gonna feel a bit better. So yeah, happy days. That's pretty much how my days look. Just gonna review some pictures now from Greg, and then take you through the process of another check-in shortly. So we've got a natural lad doing men's physique, and he's actually really, really good. He's actually got a lot of muscle and density for a natural, so the potential is there. We just need to make sure that we come in condition. And many people don't actually realise that probably 50% of my clients is actually natural athletes, which I do like, because believe it or not, it's very easy to get someone in shape who is using supplementation. So if you can get someone that's natural in incredible shape, trust me, you shouldn't really have issues with getting someone in shape who is assisted. So stick to this movement, because this movement is specifically planned in at the beginning of the session, because it gets heavy in the shortened range. If you swap it for a chest supported cable pull down, the resistance profile isn't the same. So it defeats the object. We are starting with a machine that is challenging the shortened range when you're fresh and you're still stronger. This is why you are doing that movement to start with, so please don't swap it for that one, and please learn how to execute that one properly. Definitely one of my pet peeves is when someone's struggling to get a movement right and struggling to learn it, they're like, can I do this one instead? Like, you've got movements programmed in for a reason. Like, they're not just programmed in for a laugh. You know, everything is thought out. So, you know, if you're doing a certain movement, you're doing it because it serves a purpose. So this is exactly why you're doing it. So if you're doing it, get it done. Another day, another dollar. This is 100 grams of cream of rice. So 100 grams of rice, 200 grams of steak. I do prefer a lot more red meat. Normally this would be 100 grams of cream of rice with fruit and whey, but on my rest days I've actually been sticking more to the solid foods, which I do prefer most of the time. So which meal is it? Meal 3 now. Meal 3 going down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, meal 3 going down nice and early. So that's going to set me for a nice early night tonight. Hopefully I can sleep well tonight and I can train tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But this is literally just fillet steak. Again, the steak that we get literally has zero fat in it, zero visible fat anyway. So there will be a little bit more fat in the steak, but it will be still very, very low fat, as it is very, very lean. So macros are exactly the same as I would get from the whey and fruit and rice. It's just I'm not having fruit, I'm just having the rice and steak. But yeah, in terms of digestion, that's perfect. My appetite's still not really that great, but I'm going to eat this, crack up some more work. I'm actually pretty much 80% done now. I've only got the last 6 check-ins left, which is probably going to take me an hour and a half, 2 hours to completely finish, and then obviously updates etc. after. Get that down, and then I might actually go and do some more steps, as I've actually done half my steps for today. Also, my clients just sent me his t-shirt, Taylor. Love it. Just brought my address out, but yeah, Guru Kuba. My boy. Love it. Neighbours looking, thinking, what's going on? Who's this bloody idiot? He's videoing himself walking with a dog. Well, you asked for it. You wanted a day in life, so you're gonna have a day in life. Deal with it. Yeah, you see that? She was in the car driving past, looking and laughing at me. My kind of coaching is just not kind of suitable. Meal number 4. Here we have tremendous bodybuilding meal. Turkey. I don't like chicken unless it's fried. We've got turkey, gluten-free pasta, tiny bit of low-fat sweet and sour, super anabolic, some greens. It's going down at meal 4 at 4 o'clock. So we're going to aim to eat this meal at 4. I'm going to get some more steps done after. Take the big one out for a walk. In behind you guys. Caesar. Yeah, take him for a walk. And then I'll probably go to the gym. Have a little smooch around in the gym. Doing bits, see the people, see the staff, see everyone's behaving. Then come back, eat meal 5 around 6, and then I'm aiming to get in bed for like 8:30, 9 tonight. I will knock myself out. I've got loads of melatonin ready, and you know, better absorption for your anus. So Meg, get your glove on.
I'm too short for the truck, so I just fall out the car now, apparently. Maybe it's prep, maybe I'm getting too tired. Just kidding. Still on loads of food, too much food. Right, so Cuba's talked a lot today. Standard. We're about to go to Sainsbury's. I don't actually need that much because I've already done the online order, but me being me, I forgot lots of things, so I'm going to go and do some bits shopping, just little bits. Not doing bits, little bits shopping. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and get some bits. You can't not say bits like bits, can you? I'm going to go and get some bits. So expensive, so expensive. Can't get it online. Can only get it in the shop. Can you see the king egglets? They've got rid of them. The mashed potatoes, but they've got rid of them. Terrible. That'd be a good one for off season, not for now.
One trick to stay massive and get massive: iodized salt. Tons of benefits. I'm not going to go into it. Google it if you're interested. But generally, that is something I actually use with a lot of my natural athletes. Iodized salt and sea kelp actually helps upregulate thyroid function, which inevitably will slow down during prep, especially in naturals, as they don't have anything to kind of combat that. So it's a very, very helpful tool to use. Like, need to get more seasoning, please. This one. I've got wild salmon here, just about to go down with some mashed potato. I'm not sure why there's no green veg though. I think Meg's asking for me to take it to backhand city. Big difference between wild salmon and farmed salmon. Wild salmon doesn't actually give you any of the good. It's just crap fat. Doesn't actually have much omega-3 at all. Wild salmon does, because it's wild. Feeds in the wilds. Farmed salmon gets fed fatty pellets. It doesn't swim much, just swims around in circles, in little fences. If you want to know more about the fish difference, watch Seaspiracy on Netflix. That'll open your minds up a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that. Field number 5 going down. It is now 7 PM. Shall eat this, another little walk, and yeah, more bits of work to do. Keep moving forward, guys. Living the dream. This is actually 200 grams of wild salmon, 300 grams of potato. 300 grams of potato. Yeah. Yeah. Food's going down now, so poverty portions, this is normally like 600. Down to 300 now, so getting skinny. And then as you're driving up, really drive your hips forward into the pad and aim for full hip extension. So that way I think you've still probably got about 3-4 inches before you actually reach that for sure. Right, so a lot of people have been asking me about supplementation, so we'll go through an actual supplementation. Yeah, so I've got my morning tablets ready there. So I'm not going to go through those, but I'm going to tell you what goes in my morning tablets. You know, this is pretty much what goes in morning and night, this here. And then we've got this little combo. Some of these go in morning and night as well. And obviously dream sleep, etc. just goes in the evening. Ensure just in the morning, obviously. Love hot morning and night. So these are basically the ones that are going morning and night, and then dream sleep obviously evening. So this is the evening stack also. So we'll go through it one by one. So we've got Super K, vitamin Super K. We've got vitamin B6. This is just so I don't bullshit. I actually do use the products as they are the dog's bollocks. Dream Sleep, one of the best sleep products I have ever used by far. This is really good actually. 5-HTP, I do like a stronger dose of that, especially whilst on the cycle. And I actually do use melatonin whilst in peak of stress in the cycles. Melatonin has been shown to reduce oxidative stress, which is something that you actually need to stay on top of massively when on cycle. So here we've got horse chestnut, which is actually for like for your health and your veins, I believe. This is Dante Trudel Special. Actually, did I put 2 of them in?
Yes.
I did, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah. This is L-methyl folate to try and regulate progesterone. We're selling husk, just 1 for now. That was 500 million tablets. I'll actually take that to 1,000 when I stop putting it. Saw palmetto, again, that's very good for your prostate. Again, we all want to keep us willies working and willies happy. You know, to please the ladies, the other halves. So morning stack, we have Biocult, Ensure, Vitamin D3, K2, Vitamin C, Vitamin B3, Niacin, Flush, Sea Kelp, Digest Gold. Have that year-round morning stack, and then we'll go through what I have morning and night, which obviously morning was already ready, so I don't have the evening ones, so I'll go through these for you. And obviously I get the morning ones and the night ones ready for myself and Meg, but unfortunately Meg will only have the morning ones simply because she hates tablets. So I do put her like a big concoction in the morning to cover her, and that has it done. So here we go. Love Heart Curcumin by JP. Krill oil, I actually have 3 of those. These are 2,000 milligram tabs. Again, very good for HDL. Magnesium biglycinate. Again, essential, one of the essential ingredients. Magnesium, again, it's been shown to increase insulin sensitivity, one of many properties actually. Something I use year round, morning and night. I use 1,000 milligram per day. So we'll go more. Again, primrose oil. Again, another healthy oil, which I do like to add to my diet. These stay constant, so I don't actually, you know, include these into my calorie intake, as these stay year round. And I do have quite a high dose of omega-3 year round, so I generally have 2 tabs in the morning, 2 tabs at night of the Nordic oil, as well as obviously krill oil. So I do have quite a hit morning and night. Boron, again, this pretty much works like Proviron. It can actually help with the transition of your conversion of your estrogen with testosterone, so definitely advise that. Vitamin B complex. Zinc, we all know what zinc does. If you want good healthy sperm, stay on the zinc. But again, zinc does reduce oxidative stress as well. Very good supplement. So that's pretty much my evening stack. Normally with this I would actually have the vital support from JP, but I've literally just run out. I've ordered some more today, so that should come tomorrow, hopefully. So I might survive till then. Here we go. I've got my JP supplements cupboard. You know, you're not going to catch me with other brands lurking about, so I'm just showing you the genuine cupboard. You can see it's full. This is the Daddy JP ISO Pro Whey. If you want to be a pro, you get on the Pro Whey. Get on it. Right, walkies, let's go. Meg, it's out, outside. Watch this. I'll get Meg to hold Zena here while I put C's in the car and watch what she does. She proper like pounces. They know when the door car opens, they know they're going to a nice wood. So she loves it. Meg, hold the dog. Caesar. Here, Ned. Have you ever seen a tank walk? That's like, honestly, she's strong, like proper strong, isn't she? She's heavier than me. She's heavier than you though? Yeah, she's a beast.
I've got peasant portions.
If you're a boy, mate, she'd be about 80 kilo. That were a fail. She normally like jolts forward. She needed a wee. Go there. What if I get stuck?
Imagine if you go straight in.
What if I get stuck?
Well, then it's going to be funny, isn't it?
Oh, it's not bad.
Zena.
Up three. Up. Oh. Oh. You're gonna have to carry him back on your shoulders if you hit on the steps. On three.
We went the wrong way.
Terrible.
The sausage.
Step one, get a good pan. Step two, whisk the shit out of your eggs. The heat is there. Reduce the heat. Slowly pour half in. Lovely. There we go. Now you don't want it too dry inside, so what you want to do, as soon as you flip it, you want to kind of, you know, tell me your omelet looks majestic. What about telling me your omelet looks majestic? Ooh. One final ingredient to the last meal. Tesco Origin is actually better than Heinz, I'm not going to lie. Get on it. It's been a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. I do appreciate you all tuning in. Day in the life of a bodybuilding couple. So, bit of a rest day vibe. Rest day food. Unplanned rest day, by the way, but it was needed. So tomorrow we will do push, pull in legs. So I'm actually going to eat this. It's 9:15. Eat this, go to bed, have my nighttime supplementation that I did covered earlier, which I'm going to have now. Hit the sack, hit the crack. Thank you very much, guys. Good night. Peace out.